All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol FCEL, Fuel Cell Energy Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I just want to quickly announce that I have a Twitter account now. The link is down below in the description. So any notifications you miss here on YouTube, you may find them on there as well. And to stay tuned to the end of this video, even though the stock that I'm about to share with you guys towards the end of this video is looking a little bit speculative on the chart, I highly recommend putting this one on your watch list and keeping it on your radar, because ARK Invest took a pretty big position, making this stock go all the way up to number one on the list of one of their ETFs. I believe that's a pretty bold statement. We'll jump into more information about that towards the end of this video, but let's talk about Fuel Cell. So Fuel Cell has gone in a downward direction, brought itself back up. We talked about we wanted to watch this one going into this week, and it's actually gone a little bit back down below the 50-day moving average. Now, this could have been hype and speculation due to the fact that earnings was coming up and so forth, and now things are cooling off. But if this consolidates within this area, that's a good sign. We want to keep in mind analyst ratings had actually pulled this down, and then also some profit taking and uncertainty kicked in here. That's usual. Now here we're seeing it again. Anyone that jumped in here, and they're starting to get up out of the top and so forth. So we want to watch this carefully. It's leveled off at 1686. It's slightly below the 50-day moving average, but we want to see how this is going to turn out in the coming days and weeks. It's going to be very important to see what's going on. Now, if it consolidates and it doesn't go any lower than this point 1525, that's going to be a pretty healthy sign, even though it pulled back and hold itself up here in this area, because once there's another speculative announcement or news or hope is driving the stock again and investor sentiment is bullish, this could start to have a catalyst and run up to newer highs. But we definitely want to watch this one carefully. So the 50-day moving average is slightly above the resistance, and that's 1711. I want every single investor to keep that in mind. 1711 is the 50-day moving average. We're slightly below it, sitting at 1686. Now, our support level here is 1633. If this breaks through support, the next support level is down here at 1597. I highly recommend watching how the stock is reacting between the bottom support and the next support level, if the bulls are trying to reappear and bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly quickly. So it's going to be very important to watch that and see how the stock is reacting. But 1633 is the first point of support to watch carefully and see how the stock is doing and how quickly is it moving to newer lows. Now, on the other hand, we have the resistance level here, which is the highest point before this fell and fell into bearish territory, and that's up here at 1802. I highly recommend to every single investor to write that down for the next coming days and weeks moving forward if the volatility persists in an upward direction. But the first resistance level is 1707. It's slightly below the 50-day moving average, so even though this resistance level is turned into a support and broken through, if the bulls can't pull away from it to reach newer highs and new resistance levels and get themselves into bullish territory, this does not signify or guarantee that the bulls have gained leverage or that they're gaining control over the chart. I want every single investor to be aware of that. 1707 needs to be broken through, and I want to emphasize that it needs to be broken through. It's the beginning catalyst to work its way up, but the bulls need to break through the 50-day moving average before gaining any control. This is just the first step to get there and get closer to it, but 1707 needs to be broken through, but does not guarantee that there's leverage on the bullish side of things. They need to continue to pull up and get into bullish territory by crossing the 50-day moving average. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned till the end for more information on the ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to have on your watch list and keep on your radar. Stay tuned. So for everyone that has stayed till the end of the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys, it's looking a little bit speculative. We're going to pull up the chart right now in just a moment. But one of the biggest things that caught my attention is the fact that it moved up in the ranks of the ETF that ARK Invest has, right? It actually was in the lower end and it started to work its way up. And here we are now seeing it at the very top. It's actually number 1. It was previously number 2 most recently, right, when this first run happened. And now it's number 1. Now I want to see how it reacts when they refresh this information later tonight. And I may do an update and also follow it for the next following day. So stay tuned for that. But the ticker symbol is SRNT, Ceragon Networks. Now, this is in the 5G sector. So this is a pretty hot stock now, even at the price that it's at. Now, the reason why I want every single investor to be aware that this may be speculative is because it ran up from $3 and some change all the way up to almost $7. And it's having a slight pullback, sitting now at $5.50. So we definitely need to see this cool off. We need to see what's going on, what all the hype is, and if there's going to be a good entry point, and if it even breaks through one of the main support levels that I'm watching, which is 450. If it consolidates somewhere above it, it may be a good sign or a healthy sign moving forward. Because look at how ARK Invest has this as number 1 in their ETF IZRL. Now, this ETF is a little bit smaller when it comes to market value and their position size on their ticker symbols and these different stocks. But the fact that they have it as number 1, I mean, this moved up in the ranks. They loaded up on shares. They do not want to miss out on this opportunity. They see a lot of potential now with everything that happened and all the changes for CRNT. But I'm looking forward to see this go up even higher, like become 2-3 million shares. And that will be a bold statement how ARK Invest has been treated in Nano Dimensions, Skills, Open Door, you know, when it was IPOB and then it became Open, and all these different ticker symbols, even Workhorse, that they just keep on piling on more stocks. So I look forward to doing an update on this. This is from the 19th, yesterday's. It has not been updated, but I look forward to seeing this number get higher, and especially because the price dipped, I can imagine them taking a larger position. That's just going to be my opinion. We got to see. We have to see how they react. And if they continue to load up on this, they see potential here and room that far beyond any of us can see on this chart. So it is a little bit speculative right now due to the fact that it ran up. It's cooling off. We want to see how this cools off. But the fact that ARK Invest has it as number 1 and they have over 1 million shares, I look forward to this getting more shares added to it. That's going to be the bold statement. That's going to let us know that this is not as speculative as we think. Right now, it's looking speculative. We need to watch it closely. So stay tuned for that updated video. I'll probably post it down on the description down below once I do it. Or if you comment down below, I will share with you directly the link to that video when I do a full thorough analysis. I see what ARK Invest is doing, if they load up on more of their position on this one, on their ETF. And also I'll do a little bit more research on this company. So stay tuned for that. Once again, the ticker symbol is CRNT. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any position in this. I'm just here to enlighten you guys that you definitely want to keep this one on your radar moving forward. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.